A few years ago, I had the opportunity to venture to the beautiful island of Havelock in the Andaman Islands for a scuba adventure. I went on a small boat with 2 guides, a friend, and a young couple. All except myself and the young girl from the couple were experienced certified divers. And so we were given a short lesson on the basics of scuba, and then we boarded the boat to join the others. We rowed out on the tiny boat in the middle of the ocean to experience the beauty of the life of the vibrant corals and the sea life. It was at this moment that the young girl confessed something that is kind of important to successfully scuba. She didn't know how to swim. So, it's kind of important. The instructor had made a few assumptions and the girl didn't speak up. And this brings me to an important aspect of building training programs for your team. If you want higher performance, you need to assess the baseline for your training. First, assess the industry knowledge of each team member. You might have a team member that has 20 years of experience in finance, but has only worked in private companies and not really be familiar in the grants and funding of the public sector of your organization. You might have a person that has 20 years of finance in the energy industry and is now learning terms like HCAP scores while working in healthcare. You also might have someone that has been in the same industry for decades and believe that they already know the industry super well, and they probably do. But keep this in mind because they might have a different baseline, but the practices are ever evolving in our ever-changing world. So first, assess the industry knowledge of your team members. Also, assess your team members' organizational knowledge. Your team member might be an expert in the industry, but new to the organization and still learning the nuances and cultural dynamics of the team. So much of our training and learnings come from the history of our teams, of trying and failing and relationships and stories. So assess the longevity of the team members belonging to the team and their knowledge of the organization for clearer communication. Also, assess your team members' knowledge of the role and skill in doing the role. I was training a former stay-at-home mom that had recently returned to the workforce after 18 years of being at home to raise her kids. She was extremely bright and quick, but she hadn't a lot of experience in navigating a computer in about 20 years. So with this team member, I catered the training to first give her an overview of the computer and how to navigate the system before we went into the specifics of the job. This training differed dramatically about a month later, whenever I trained another new employee in the same job. But she came from several years in an administrative role, and she knew her way around a computer very, very quickly. So the training was different because there were different baselines. It's true. In the Andaman Islands, we could have thrown the girl off the boat in a sink or swim scenario. But I don't know of many organizations that want to take that risk. To best prepare our teams to perform at their highest level, we must adapt our training in consideration to the baseline knowledge of our team members so that we can better relate, better communicate, and better equip our teams for success. So here's what I want you to do. Whenever you're preparing training for your team, create a baseline by asking these questions. What is the assumed knowledge that everyone in the team already has? What knowledge gaps might inhibit the training? And what foundation can you lay for a better baseline to build upon for a more equipped, understanding, and prepared team to perform at a higher level?